You are now watching The Niche.
These are the Mobapad M6 HD Joy-Cons. Everybody has been talking about how these are the best Joy-Con alternatives, and I wanted to see what all the hype was about. In this episode of Gator Gadgets, we'll be taking a look at the Mobapad M6 HD Joy-Cons. We'll be taking a look at three categories, being design and build quality, features, and comfortability, and rating each on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. So the question is, are the Mobapads worth the hype? Taking a look at the design, the Mobapads look like Joy-Cons. That is, if the Joy-Cons started working out and got super buff. They are wider than the original Joy-Cons, but still retain a similar shape. A lot of third-party Joy-Cons have handles like a controller, but the Mobapads have a rounded back, meaning that your hands have something to easily grip onto. Even if the Joy-Cons didn't drift, those analog sticks aren't always ideal. They're like a hybrid of the Nintendo 3DS Circle Pad and a true analog stick. But the Mobapads have full-on Hall effect analog sticks. That means no drift, but the feel is just like a Pro Controller. You're getting a great range of movement and they feel great. The Mobapads have a perfect weight to them. They're a tiny bit heavier than the original Joy-Cons, but they're not bulky. This is a great thing considering that you're going to use them primarily in handheld mode. The Mobapads come in a few different colors. I got the matte white ones, and they look super clean. But the good news is that the Mobapads have replaceable faceplates that you can get that come in different colors. Whichever color you choose comes down to a matter of preference, but the customizable faceplates have a feature that goes beyond just color customization. You can change the faceplates to have GameCube-style octagonal gates. Personally, I prefer the standard gates, so that's a faceplate I use. But for fighting games and those who really love the GameCube gates, it's very nice to have. My main issue with the Joy-Cons beyond the drift is the lack of a D-pad. I get Nintendo imagines a world where people pass a Joy-Con to a friend for multiplayer, but the reality is, nobody is doing that. They're using actual controllers for multiplayer. So much to my delight, the Mobapads have two options for D-pads. There's the dish-style one and the classic one. You just pop it into place and you're good to go. The Mobapads have some excellent build quality. Whenever I use controllers like this, I'm always in a state of awe. I still remember the days of Mad Catz and subpar third-party controllers. But the Mobapads are not just on par with the originals, but are better. Design and build quality gets 5 out of 5 stars. When the Joy-Cons were formally revealed back in 2017, my first thought about them was, wow, these little controllers are packed with features and have some cutting-edge technology. Things like gyro, HD rumble, NFC, and the detachable nature were really impressive to see. But the thing is, the Joy-Cons don't have the best ergonomics, and if you go for a third-party solution like the Hori Split Pad Pro, you're not getting rumble, gyro, or NFC. The lack of gyro specifically can be very annoying, because some games require it that you wouldn't expect. I was playing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, but got stuck on a level because it required gyro, so it made me think twice about using controllers like the Hori Split Pad Pro. And they're not wireless either, meaning that they can only be used in handheld mode. The Mobapad M6 HD Joy-Cons, on the other hand, managed to have all the most important features of the Joy-Cons. There is HD rumble, and it's really good. It's strong and immersive while gaming. Gyro's here and works great. And it even has NFC for scanning Amiibo, which I was not expecting. The only feature the Mobapads do not have is an IR camera. Considering only 11 Nintendo Switch games use the IR camera, losing it isn't a big deal, and considering you'll be primarily using the Mobapads in handheld mode, it makes the omission of the IR camera negligible. Not only are you getting the main Joy-Con features, but you're also getting turbo and remappable back buttons. To activate turbo, you can press the gear button and the button you want to use turbo mode for. This is really useful for classic space shooting games, or anything that requires constant button input. The remappable back buttons let you map any button to the back paddles for quick access. I find it the most useful to map actions where you press into the analog stick to the back paddles, such as running in Fortnite and Xenoblade Chronicles X. The Mobapads are primarily designed for handheld mode, but they do work wirelessly and you can use them as a regular controller. Considering the design, you'll need a Joy-Con grip like this, or a V-shaped one like this works fine too. These are ones that I 3D printed myself and they work great. I did need to scale the 3D prints to 104.4% to give the Mobapads more room to slide in. I do wish the Mobapads came with a grip, but you can get one from Mobapad's store if you don't have a 3D printer. The only issue I have with the Mobapad's features is that remapping buttons to the back paddles is done through the app. It works, but I would have preferred remapping using a simple button combination through the controller itself. And again, it would have been nice if they came with a grip. For features, the Mobapad M6 HD Joy-Cons get a 4.5 out of 5 stars. What's one of the most important aspects of a controller? The comfortability. Considering the Mobapads are made with ergonomics in mind, they're super comfortable to use and just melt into my palms. If you're looking for a more comfortable alternative to Joy-Cons, the Mobapads are excellent for that. All the controls feel excellent as well. The analog sticks have a great range of movement and are a huge step above the Joy-Con's analog sticks. Buttons also feel really nice. They're a nice size and are clicky. And the back paddles are flushed into the back grips, meaning that they don't protrude. I have to say, the Mobapads are some of the most comfortable controllers I've used. When it comes to the D-pads, I prefer to use the classic style D-pad, but even if you go for the dish one, that's comfortable as well. But so far, everything's been great. From the textured grips to the ergonomics, I'm very impressed. For comfortability, the Mobapad M6 HD Joy-Cons get 5 out of 5 stars. We have 5 out of 5 stars for build quality and comfortability, and for features, we have 4.5 out of 5 stars. The Mobapad M6 HD Joy-Cons get the overall score of 4.83 out of 5 stars. I gotta say, I'm really impressed. Considering I've been using Joy-Cons for many years, I've kinda gotten used to it for the Nintendo Switch. But when you have controllers like the Mobapad M6 HDs, they really are a game changer. The ergonomics are so comfortable, and for those looking for a Joy-Con alternative, the Mobapads are amongst the best. You have ergonomics and you're not sacrificing any features. The only one's the IR camera, but like I said before, not a big deal at all. If you want to get them for yourself, they're linked in the description. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments and keep calm and dada on.